You tell him about ticking down.
Anything. Speed, I'm going to tell him.
You got.
Don't say any secrets, you're being recorded.
Oh, no secrets.
No secrets. It's open knowledge and jazz gossip now that Dave King took down Chris Speed in wrestling.
Yeah. I mean, I weigh 70 more pounds than him, but it was still, he jumped me.
I think Dave's going to come out of retirement as a wrestler. He hung up the
singlet.
The singlet for a few years.
Retire from music and go back into wrestling.
He's been talking about wrestling a lot and threatening people a lot.
It's not about retiring from music. See, it's about defending our honor as a band.
It's about defending our honor as a band. We don't want to hear any of this, is it jazz, is it not jazz? Because you're going to get, the fireman's carry is going to...
exactly.
You're going to get a double leg takedown with the old Robbinsdale crunch finish if I hear that ever again.
Exactly, yep.
Can you guys tell us about how you met and how you started playing together?
The history of this band goes way back. These two, when did you guys meet?
We've been friends for 20 years, 1986.
Were we born
started
in the
playing
same
together.
hospital?
Yes.
We were born in the same hospital.
We grew up playing together, basically. I mean, we went through phases of music together, and then throughout the 90s we were separated. Reed and Ethan were in New York, I was out west, and then we were still together, though, checking out each other's music, and then in 2000 we came together and formed the band in New York. And from then it's been working steadily since.
It is, I think, there is some sort of tribal language we speak, apart from having known each other for so long, but the fact that we drank more or less from the same well as youth. Of course, the well was...
Mountain Dew.
Super America, whatever, country music on the radio, whatever it was. Yeah. But nonetheless, it's our heritage, and we just have to work with what we got.
I notice I'm looking at who wrote the songs, that there's a different name sort of next. Do you write a song and bring it to the other guys, or do you collaborate all the way through and just allocate the writing?
No, we all write the music sort of away from the band and bring it in a form that you would recognize as the tune, but then once the three of us start to play it together, it definitely, it takes on the life of its own. That's the sound of the band.
Right. The compositions are pretty much intact before they're given to the other people.
Do you argue much when you get together about the integrity of a song?
I think that the cover songs are harder to arrange than the original music. The original music is pretty much like, it seems clear. Not that it's arguing, but when we're putting together one of the rock tunes, it's sort of like we don't always know what to do with every section.
Yeah. I'd say it's pretty high functioning as far as not arguing about it. It's sort of like the composer seems to have the right of way at the end of the day, even though it is a full equal thing. You honor the composer's wishes for the most part, and then you honor Reed's wishes the rest of the time.
If I were a better wrestler, I would just take him down right now.
Oh, good job.
But the thing is, when we do music that's not ours, we do sometimes cover tunes and stuff like that, and that we do more collectively. We sort of get together, garage band style, and work it out. Everybody's got their strong opinions about stuff.
Well, I think one of the things about the band is that people, whether it's originals or whatever the music is, everybody's sort of allowed to play it the way they want to play it. And that's really important. There's no leader in this band. Everybody gets to express their point of view on everything. So,
okay.
All the music becomes bad plus music. That we play.
Yeah, that's true. There's no composer ownership thing at the end of the day.
So no one of you is a bad and the others are the plus?
Oh man, I never thought about that.
Gosh, nope.
Nope, it's a single organism.
I think I might be the.
Yeah, he's the.
Whether you're writing, performing, or just going through everyday life, it's an ongoing education. What has your life brought to your music, and vice versa? What has your music given back to your life?
I think as far as our lives, from a very young age, we all knew that we wanted to be musicians, that we wanted to do this with our lives, and then to actually make that transition from how the heck do I do that to that's what we do now. It's quite enlightening in a lot of ways. I mean, we're lucky enough to have the experience of doing something that has an immediate energy with other people, and there's an immediate appreciation, and it's very fulfilling that way. And the fact that we're able to play our music for audiences around the world really is. I mean, it's very enriching. It's also very. I think anybody who does this for a living would tell you it's a lot of work, and you have to really be at peace.
Fatigue element that's intense.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. I think that for us, it's really brought home what a big decision it is. You have to really be playing music that you love, I think, to do this. It's not, whereas maybe when we were young or something, we thought, oh, if I could only just play music for a living, but I think that however it's turned out, we're just incredibly we're lucky, and we know it, that we're playing music that we really care about and love with people that we
I think
we're
friends. I think we're really thankful also that we're kind of late bloomers. We spent many years very underground and releasing independent records and touring well, we still tour in vans and stuff, but I mean literally like sleeping on floors and doing that thing, the indie style of touring and making music. So to be able to be at the Newport Jazz Festival, for instance, is like, oh, we're not, we're in our mid-30s. It's not like we just started playing and we're at the Newport Jazz Festival. We had 15 years of being denied the experience of being able to be here. And then being here is just like, yeah, all right, let's bring this music to this thing, that's been here, this tower for years that you'd see, it's just sort of, that's something that's hard to put into perspective. It's just like, man, wow, okay, you want to talk to us about our music, and it's very thrilling for us to be able to be allowed on the grounds without being thrown out.
Leading off that question, and I'm sorry, I have my little cheat sheet here because I'm almost 50, so I'm beginning to lose my brain cells. Can you talk a little bit about what I call the creative road, how you have just creatively evolved through different. What I'm trying to get at is you are individuals, so you bring your own life experiences into this, and that must have affected whether you decided to go towards pop, or you decided to go towards whatever, as opposed to going towards your own individual road, which you guys most definitely have. So what was it about that creative road that kept you? Was it with your individual motivation? Was it a group collaboration?
That's a good question, man.
What comes to mind when you ask this question about how do you end up on your own creative road? To me, I think it's just that you come to sort of accept what your own voice is as a musician. All three of us have a lot of diverse interests in music, pop music, avant-garde music, classical music, electronic. You name it, we're into it. And I think that as a musician, you sort of you consume all these things. It all goes in here somewhere, and then it comes out some way. And the way that it comes out, you have, in a way, not a lot of control over. I mean, you can sort of practice and try to hone things, but I think eventually you're going to realize, if you have any level of self-awareness, that okay, this is the way I express myself, and to try to the best thing you can do is to try to be as honest about that as you can to yourself, and I think that's how you end up on your path.
Having eclectic taste really is one of the great tools to I can't imagine being someone that really just focuses on one kind of music and that's what you're into. I'm into, the mod 60s rock, that's my stuff. And I'm just like, that's my record collection. I mean, that's, I know a lot of people that there's a period of music or a style of music and that's what they listen to for the most part. Whereas, in this band, it's just everything and it's all equal. You know, I mean, we'll listen to AC/DC Back in Black and think, well, that's an incredible sounding record. What a that's a purposeful piece of art. And then listen to Charlie Parker with the same ears, and people talk like that. You know, people go, yeah, I'm into it all. But I mean, actually, that's really the life of this band is, you know, you'll be listening to Schubert or whatever, and then you know, you put on Bismarcky, and it's like, that's some bad, you know, that's happening. It's like being that open is, you know, is the tool for us. It's just like we pass the ball, and like you be more open now, and you take it somewhere, you know.
And I get the feeling that you don't let other people tell you what to do.
Well,
We're not. That's the kind of music we play. Is not, you know, who's gonna tell us what to do? You know, we don't have to fulfill any bottom line for anybody. It's not like we're making and breaking the record companies. You know, oh man, the Bad Plus record sold 8,000 copies. Let's go have a party. You know, we're a dismal failure for as far as numbers are concerned. We.
but
Gee,
there's
does that
freedom in
stop us from getting more interest in us? Could we edit that?
I don't think we'll put that in the show,
Okay.
but whatever. Sort of last question. It's like people always refer to music being the language of the world. And the reason they do that is that if you are what I consider a true musician, you don't let any barrier stop you from embracing it, whether it's a cultural, it's a religious, you know, whether if you listen to gospel, if you listen to Arabic tunes, if you listen to, you know, black music, listen to polka, whatever it is. Music and musicians embrace diversity. And you're one of the few businesses, and I hate to refer to them, I have yet been able to think of a better word, that do that. What do you think it is about the creative arts, in particular what you do, that allows you to embrace diversity as opposed to resent it?
At the end of the day, I'm not quite so sure it's about diversity, because I think that, you know, it's all just like human expression, and I think perhaps, you know, inside ourselves we're really not that diverse. We're all, you know, we all just find different ways to express these different feelings that we have.
Hence the diversity.
Hence the diversity, but you know what I mean. It's like, I think that, you know, it doesn't become an issue of like, oh well, you know, I've got to embrace these different things. It's all embracing the same thing. You know?
But that being said, I think that the music world has a long way to go still, and the idea that music is a language, and it's, no matter what school it's from or what culture it's from, it's shared. It's a human language, and its soul doesn't know country and nationalist crap and all this stuff. It really doesn't. And I know it sounds foo-foo-y or whatever, but I mean, music should be the forefront of letting that stuff go. And there are definite when you walk into a record store, you have sections of music, and you have international sections and all these other things, and it's like, you know, hopefully music will be the first thing to just start going like by the artist instead of by the genre.
Nice.
Okay, and last question. What is coming up next for you guys? Whether it's recording or just exploring or learning, whatever.
We're touring a lot in the fall. We're on tour about half the year, about 2 weeks of every month. And we are recording again in September. And I think we just want to keep on doing what we're doing, writing and playing and having a ball.
Get more sleep, hopefully.
Yeah.
Is John still here? Did he walk away?
Oh, he's heard all this stuff before.
I wonder if he had anything particular he wanted to ask you. All right, then. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Sure. Really enjoyed
Thanks a
you
lot.
guys.
Thank
Enjoyed
you.
meeting you, and
Thank
I'm
you.
glad I didn't do anything to make you wrestle me to the ground.
No.